Hi, Deborah here from the DBA. Start of another exciting week for us all. Just some highlights from me about various things that took place last week. I think the key thing for me last week was the webinar that we had with Kevin McCulloch on Friday. And if you didn't have the opportunity to listen to that, do go to the DBA's website and have a look in the resources section. And you can listen to all of the webinars that we've had over the last 12 weeks all day, if that's really what you want to do. A couple of points that Kevin made I thought that were really interesting, which was to build a point of view, to hold strong opinions, but to be the first to redress those opinions if they need to change. So I think we're a sector that does a lot of thinking about the context in which we're working. And so it's really important that we keep up to date with our opinions, our views on where we're coming from and where we're going to. I think another point that he made that resonated with me was this issue of disruptive competition, or competition coming from areas that businesses perhaps weren't expecting. I think that, again, as design businesses, we need to be thinking about that a bit more in the context of the clients that we work for. Where are the threats going to be coming from, and how can we help them circumvent some of those threats? It also got me thinking about the challenge to agencies, particularly those who sit in a particular industry sector who might be under a lot of pressure at the moment. And the challenge there is to think about how we could use all of that expertise that we have, but perhaps apply it to other industry sectors. So I think you need to be able to take some time out and look at the level of expertise that you've built in and around a particular sector of industry, and then look at those other areas of industry that might be interested in that insight and how you might be able to work with others. We've got a coffee catch-up coming up on Wednesday at 9:30, so don't miss that. We get between 30 and 40 heads of agencies joining us on that, slightly different people each week. Really valuable, great insight into what's going on across the sector, so do join us for that. And then on Friday, we've got John Gleeson back at 1 o'clock for a webinar, 1 till 2:30. He was with us about 8 weeks ago. He and us are 8 weeks wiser than we were 8 weeks ago. And so we've asked him to do a part 2 to the webinar that he did with us. And we've asked him to look at what are those insights and perspectives that brands and agencies are forming at the moment, and how do we maintain a momentum and, critically, the challenge of keeping moving forward. What is it that we need to be investing our times in? So do join us for that. We'll see you at some point during this week. Remember, all of the resources on the website. Anything else that you need to talk to us about, just pick up the phone, and have a really good week.